It's Week 8 of the National Football League.
And we'll be watching Chidobe Awuzie.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gunn here alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Seahawks in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See,
lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out in his second season now out of Stanford. Here's Davis Mills.
and it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. From the 31, Mills. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. On third down, here's Mills. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. After the pick 6 a moment ago, here's Mills again. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go and second down. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Mills. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Off the play fake, Mills. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he will have a Giants first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Mills to the air again. It's caught by Sanders. No gain on the screen there at second down. They'll try and run the option left side. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Looking to throw is Mills. Steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of security for incomplete here.
That's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Sanders, the tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call did they come up with here on this important third down try?
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Prater's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Former Heisman winner leading them out, the 2-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
Now Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Finding Ertz again. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Seahawks sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run. Winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Murray again. Dancing to his left. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Here's the option going left on second down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kyler Murray with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, Paul, the deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. To throw is Murray. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mills. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mills. And complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at the 41. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and the deficit will hold pat at 13.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 19 carries, 64 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. To throw, it's Murray. And this is incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And New York set to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills on the right side, open is Gesicki. He's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Mills throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mills now. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fielded right around the 8. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Murray now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On second down, Johnson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Here's Murray. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Off the option, here's Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. And here's Murray on the keeper. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kyler Murray with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And we'll see what the big tight end Mike Gesicki and the rest of the offense has in store. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make them uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. On second and 9, Mills buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the highest guy does not lie. scheme and continue to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. The Giants on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be third and forever. Here's Mills. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it fourth down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. From the gun, Murray. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing again, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Right back to Jeudy, and it's complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, is continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners. And they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Sam Darnold leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Next, we head north to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Russell Wilson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Murray now on first down. Flush to his right. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Throwing on second and long. Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Murray. Escapes the sack. And that will be incomplete. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Mills on first down. It's caught by Sanders. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. And caught right side, Green. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A first down throw for Mills. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be a penalty.
Defense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, and the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. After the sack on first down, Mills over the middle. He's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Mills. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mills to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mills. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Prater's kick is good, and that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, it's Murray. This will go to Henry out wide. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Murray to air it out again. He gets it quickly to Galladay. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New York ready to go again offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mills now. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mills. And his throw is going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Mills. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run with Sanders. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, this from 39. Prater's kick is good, and that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Play fake. Murray. And he rips that one incomplete there. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A handoff to Johnson on the option. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 7. Off the option, here's Henry. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Here's Mills. And the reception made by Green. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. To throw, Mills. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. George Karlaftis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Devontae Parker, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point good by Prater, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Murray. Oh, spinning away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the 36, Mills. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll run with Sanders at the middle. Break through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mills. Green's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st and 10, Mills. That is caught by Callaway. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance. So they.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Miles Sanders with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, he's got his tight end over the middle. That's Ferkser. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the option, here's Henry. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Sly able to put this one through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
There's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Giants now down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up. Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend.